Hello and welcome back to Proactive New York. Joining me right now is Nader Pourhassan, CEO at CytoDyn. Nader, good to see you. How are you today?
Doing fantastic. Good to see you too.
Nader, lots going on with the company. Let's first kick it off with the recent financing you've gone through. You've raised an additional $25 million on top of the previous $25 million about 3 weeks ago, both through a convertible debt financing. How will this affect shareholders?
So we have shown in 2017 to 2018, when we raised $25 million, it affected the shareholders somewhere around 100 to 200 million shares. That's not happening anymore. We are very lucky to be in a situation that we're witnessing that some most brilliant minds in Wall Street and their top analysts come to us. They investigate CytoDyn, they investigate leronlimab potential, and their conclusion is what they have done, which is about $50 million investment. 1/8 of what CytoDyn has raised in the last almost 10 years, we raised it in 3 weeks. What's happening here? Is something big about to happen? Is there something exciting to them? Let me just say that right now, CytoDyn is sitting on 1.2 million vials. Thanks to people like these folks who just invested in us, thanks to Paulson, which only had 3 owners, and we were able to do things in parallel at a very fast pace to make sure that this important product, we have enough vials to do what we are doing. Now, why did they do so much? Why $50 million? Why, getting involved in this way? Well, our COVID-19 program, we got involved about a year and some months ago, and our CD12, we had results. We didn't hit our primary endpoint, the main primary endpoint. So that's a failure, right? That's what some people say. They failed. Saving 82% of the patients in that trial within 2 weeks with a statistically significant p-value of 0.02 is not a failure in our eyes. Saving the same number and the same folks, saving 24% of the patients with statistically not significant, but still saving 24% of the patients in 28 days, it's not a failure. FDA, US FDA spoke about that. Says, give us more data, open our hand to be able to give you EUA. We have almost finished our CD16 with FDA any day, but we are not going to start that trial in the United States, most likely. We will, because US FDA has done a fantastic job reducing the mortality in this country. Thank God for US FDA. But unfortunately, it's not the same way in other parts of the world. So we are starting that trial probably in India. We have been getting a lot of requests for that. But Brazil, for sure, we have a CRO. We already have done everything as fast as anybody could do. And we have 2 trials, let's call it 17 and 18. What they are is one for critical patients, which we will be able to get results hopefully soon. Interim analysis will be done hopefully within 3 to 4 months. That means this little company could have all the data, final finishes, final touches, I should say, on a trial that we are very proud of. Now that's our CD12. This has been a year and few months, and we have got to this point just with a new indication, something that we didn't have practice with. But we were asked to do something about long hauler and see the potential. We finished that trial, and now we have testimonies to read to everybody in our next shareholder conference. Some of these testimonies are saying, I couldn't walk, but I walk now. I didn't have energy to move. I had this symptom and that symptom, and I don't have it anymore. Were they in placebo? Was that a placebo effect, or was that leronlimab effect? We don't know, but we will know first week of June. We are very excited to give that results out when the patients, 1 or 2, walk out of their wheelchair and now they're walking. We hope that was not placebo effect. We don't know. And if we hit a primary endpoint, which I caution people is only 56 patients, we might not, but getting positive clinical outcome will allow us to do an immediate phase 3 in long hauler, if not get approval all over the world perhaps. But we also are going forward with CD12 results in Philippines. They are working with us. They give us compassionate special permit to sell the product or charge them for the fee. And we're doing that. That's a large agreement that we made with them. Brazil is going forward. Canada, we are submitting interim order. We're going fast as we can. And when this company came and looked at us, they said, my goodness, we need to invest and we need to invest big. That's why we have this kind of fundraising, and thank God for that.
So you covered most of your coronavirus programs here. How about your HIV program? Where are you at right now with filing the biologics license application for your HIV combination therapy?
Yeah, thank you for that question. You know, it's been a while. We have not given complete, perhaps, update. There are 3 trials. CDO1, our original monotherapy that made a lot of news in the public. Patients put away all the drugs and took only leronlimab. Some of those patients are gone 6 years in extension arm. Then we had CDO2, which we had a primary endpoint, and we're ready to have BLA hopefully, and then CDO3, which is our monotherapy. Now, there are patients, I think about 70, 80 patients are in extension. Some of them have gone as much as 3 years in CDO3 extension to 6 years in CDO1. We filed a BLA, and we got refused to file. The refused to file did not say do another trial, said do the data right. Unfortunately, our receptor occupancy was a big problem, and unfortunately our dose analysis was not written the way FDA wanted it. They told us what to do. We have done it. We have bring the right team. The team Dr. Chris Reckner is now leading is the right team for us. I say that before, that person is right person, this person is right person, and if they're not, we part ways from them. Same thing with me. If I'm not the right CEO, the board will part ways with me. We are going forward and we are hoping to submit the BLA, but we are going to ask FDA very soon to allow us to charge for extension. We can't afford giving 6 years of free product to patients, even though we love to do that. But we are now most likely shutting down those trials, focus on BLA for HIV and prevention, and use those funds to be able to accelerate our approval in those indications.
And how about some of your cancer programs?
The cancer is really very personal to me. My own family member, when I see that that person had 18 lesions in the head, metastasis from breast cancer, and had metastasis to liver and lung, and to see her have 2 strokes, mini strokes they call it, and be able to be alive almost 20 months. Google metastasis to brain from breast cancer, the 4 months is the expectation of living. My mother-in-law, thank God, is living. That's just anecdotal data. We will make a case report as we did before about ECMO patients and publish it. But we have 9 patients in our basket trial, prostate cancer, other cancer that they are in that 22 different solid tumor cancer can get enrolled. They're going almost about a year now. And the markers of CTC, circulating tumor cells, is almost 0 on all of them. That's unheard of. We are meeting with FDA. We have asked for pre-breakthrough designation. I believe the process of asking is underway. As soon as we get in front of the FDA, we will show these results, the anecdotals and the trial that we have. And we will ask guidance. What do we do when we have a product that we believe the patients of the world that using it are just blown away, some of them, and they give us testimony. It doesn't work like that for everybody, but it has worked for a lot of people. We're excited to go forward with that. So as you can see, 22 different solid tumor cancer, having HIV that is explored in every way with the BLA final submission, having COVID-19, bring it from 0, from dead. There was nothing with COVID-19 for leronlimab, to this point where we are about to hopefully have approval for critical populations, severe maybe population, and then long hauler, is something we are very proud of, and thank God for that.
Fair amount of information here, and we'll look forward to following up on those results. I think you said in June. Nader, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.